Here's why I think this is England's best starting 11 and overall setup based on the players that made the final squad. I think Tuchel will use a 4-2-3-1 as England's base formation, with a back four of Reece James, Marc Guéhi, Tyrone Mings, and Nico O'Reilly. In the pivot, I'd go with Jude Bellingham and Declan Rice, and behind Harry Kane I'd have Marcus Rashford on the left, Morgan Rogers centrally, and Bukayo Saka on the right. Now, there are definitely arguments for other players to start, including some who didn't even make the final squad, but Tuchel has always been a manager who prioritizes balance, chemistry, and tactical fit over simply picking the biggest names. Every player in this 11 would have a very specific role, and I think each of them performs that role better than anyone else available in the squad. Starting with Reece James, I think his role will be to invert into midfield alongside Declan Rice as a deep-lying playmaker. It's something he's become increasingly comfortable doing for Chelsea, especially in bigger games over the past year. That movement would give Jude Bellingham more freedom to attack and support Kane and Rogers higher up the pitch. Jude's engine, physicality, and ability to time late runs into the box could become one of England's biggest attacking weapons. It would also allow Morgan Rogers to drift into the right half space and combine with Saka, making sure Saka isn't constantly isolated in 2v1 situations like we've seen in previous tournaments. Even though there's a strong case for Eberechi Eze to play as the 10, I think Rogers' ball carrying, physicality, and link-up play would offer more balance overall. He's also shown this season that he can play across the entire front line, which would make England's attack far more fluid and unpredictable. On the left side, I'd start Rashford because of his ability to operate as an inside forward. That would allow Nico O'Reilly to play with the same freedom he has at Manchester City, attacking the box, arriving late at the back post, and making dangerous underlapping runs when the ball is on the opposite side. Declan Rice's role would be crucial here. He'd essentially be responsible for protecting the back line and covering the spaces left behind by O'Reilly when England attack. And honestly, unless prime N'Golo Kante suddenly becomes English, there probably isn't anyone better suited to that role in this squad than Rice. Of course, the personnel and shape could change depending on the opposition, but right now, I think this is England's strongest setup going into the opening game. Let me know what you think, and who would be in your England starting 11.